Alright, so let's talk about something today. And I'll get into a full locker course with you guys. But real quick, I want to go over like some butterfly and like ways that we can use the butterfly. Because I actually use the butterfly a lot for my leg attacks. But it all started with me learning how to use it to get other stuff, right? You know what I mean? And then once I started pairing it together, it was easy. So the one we're gonna do today is the easy one, and it's usually like to take the back, right? So again, when I tell you guys when we're in butterfly, like no lazy feet, right? We're always like sticky feet to match them. So I have my butterfly and we're here. Another thing, if you guys notice, I like making grips, right? When you make a grip, you make the guy feel like he's on, like, damn, something's about to happen. When we're always like this and not doing nothing, we kind of let him make the grip on us, and I don't want that, right? So immediately I'm always like grabbing, and what we're gonna do is the arm drag, right? So I grab his wrist. My preference, I don't like having my fingers here at his elbow, especially when we're sweaty, because if he pulls his arm away, I always lose it. I think of my hand as a hook, so I like bend out my wrist and my fingers, okay? So when I reach up, I'm hugging all behind his tricep and I'm turning my whole hand. Because I feel like if I hold like this and he tries to pull away, it's a lot more. Worst case scenario, if he does pull really hard, look, I still have my fingers because I went so deep with my wrist that when he yanked hard, I still had him like this. So I'm gonna grab back of his tricep, and what I do is I remove this foot and I pull. All right, and if you guys notice when I pulled, my chest was right behind his tricep so that he can't get his arm out, okay? First thing I want us to try is immediately once we block this, I'm reaching over his lat, I sit up, and we just bring the hook around, okay? That's the first one we're gonna try. And then the second one that I like doing, over here, I grab his wrist, I reach the back of his tricep, and it's at the same time, guys, when I remove my foot, I pull, boom. My chest blocked his elbow again so that he can't get his arm back. I hug at his lat. I actually put my hand on the mat, I'll scoop my butt, pull. Scoop my butt, pull. And then I can put my hooks in there as well, okay? So those are two ways that I usually can get the back easy, all right? So like one's kind of like lazy, and one's just like reactive, okay? So we're here, I made my grip, boom. First one, I grab, and I lift up. We take the back. Second one, I got his wrist, pull my leg out, boom. Put my hand on the ground, I scoop my butt, not my chest. I'm not doing this. My chest stays connected to him, but I scoop my butt, I pull, scoop my butt, I pull. All right? And then we can get our hooks and start going for the back. Let's practice that a few times, and then I'll show you a little quick one here. I grab, I shot it over, and I actually come up to take his back. But then like sometimes they kind of like ball up a little, right? Like hide you up. Yeah, they ball up, and now it's kind of like hard sometimes. It actually makes it easy. Turn a little more this way. If you notice where my foot is, I have the hook right here, right? So all I kind of do is like, while I'm holding him, I bring that foot and I shoot it over his. And all you gotta do now is I lean back and I bring him with me. That's it. From here, remember we had that calf slicer? Push down and we go. Simple as that. It's like too easy, right? Everything is given to you right there. So come back here. And if you guys remember, last week we went over the truck, the twisters, all that stuff. So I shot him over. I went to take his back, but he kind of got a little defensive on me, yeah. So now this is kind of like hard to do. Maybe he got a good base, he's not letting me take him down. So while I'm leaning on him, I just bring my foot over his. So my foot just went over. I reached and I grab at his toes. Here it's kind of like hard sometimes because if they flex their foot, it's kind of hard for you to bring it. So I like trying to grab up as top as I can. I hug and I just sit back. We go over, I triangle, grab at the top, boom. If he leaves his foot here, like we did in the other last week, that same triangle I had, All I'm doing is I'm extending. I catch his foot with mine. I hold right here, and we're in that truck position that we were doing last week. Remember how we went here, we stretched out his groin, we went here, we brought the feet to it, we did a calf slicer, we went here, and we started going over the twister. It was all the stuff we were doing last week. Okay? But for right now, I just want you guys to get comfortable with that calf slicer, okay? So all it was, everything stayed the same. I just brought that foot over his leg. I turn over to his butt, grab his feet. I go over my own leg, all right? I go over it, and as we sit back, I just triangle and pull his leg down for the calf slicer, okay? So let's try that on 3. 1, 2.